Danny liked woodworking. It kept his hands busy, his mind occupied, and his evenings filled with something other than scrolling through his phone. That's what he'd been doing earlier, idly watching YouTube videos about different joinery techniques, when he stumbled across a channel he'd never seen before. The channel had barely a couple hundred subscribers, but the video itself was decent enough, just some guy demonstrating how to make a mortise and tenon joint. The problem wasn't the woodworking. The problem was the guy in the video. Danny couldn't put his finger on it, but something about him felt off. His voice was friendly enough, maybe a little too enthusiastic, but the way he moved, the way his eyes flicked towards the camera, it unsettled Danny. And then, at the end of the video, the man smiled wide, almost too wide, and said, "Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, or else the YouTube police will be coming for you." The way he said it, the way his eyes seemed to... Danny swore they changed for just a second like a trick of the light. One moment, normal, brown eyes, the next, slitted, like a snake. He paused the video, rewound, played it again, the same flicker. His stomach twisted a little. Just a compression artifact? Some weird light-in? Probably nothing. But still, he closed his laptop without subscribing, liking, or ringing any damn bells. He had work to do, after all. Later that night, Danny met up with some friends at the local bar. They drank, talked about work, relationships, hobbies. The usual. When it was Danny's turn, he mentioned the woodworking video. "Dude probably had a filter on," one of his friends laughed. "Or maybe he's one of those freaky reptilian aliens that run the government. You should have liked the video, man. Kept yourself on their good side." Danny chuckled along with them, but something still gnawed at the back of his mind. He pulled out his phone and tried to find the video again. The channel was gone. Not just the video, everything. Wiped from existence. "Weird," he muttered. His friends joked about the YouTube police coming for him, and after a few more drinks, he laughed it off. It was just some deleted channel. No big deal. Until the doorbell rang at 2:17 a.m. Danny was brushing his teeth when he heard it. A sharp, urgent chime cutting through the quiet of his house. He froze, toothbrush still in his mouth, and glanced out the bathroom window. A black car idled in his driveway. No license plate, no visible make or model, just a sleek, unmarked beast of a vehicle. Danny's stomach tightened. He walked to the front door, every step slower than the last. When he opened it, two men stood there, dressed in long black robes, almost like judges' gowns. Each had a large, metallic bell symbol pinned to the fabric over their chests. "Danny?" the taller one said. His voice was smooth. Too smooth. "May we come in?" Danny's throat felt dry. Who are you?" "You know why we're here?" He did not, or rather, he did not want to. "Sir," the second man said, stepping closer. His skin was pale, almost too pale. "You watched a video earlier today, a woodworking tutorial, but you failed to like the video. You failed to subscribe, and most egregiously, you did not hit the notification bell." Danny let out a nervous laugh. "You're joking, right?" Neither man smiled. "This is a serious offence," the taller one continued. "Creators work hard. They ask so little in return. Just a simple tap. And you, Danny, you ignored that request." A creeping dread spread through Danny's chest. "Okay, listen. The channel's gone. I couldn't like the video even if I wanted to." The two men exchanged glances. A knowing look. Then they smiled. And in that moment, Danny saw their eyes shift. Not a trick of the light. Not a bad camera filter. They were the same slitted reptilian eyes he had seen in the video. Danny took a step back. I think you should go." "Danny," the taller one said, reaching into his robe and pulling out a small, ornate wooden box. "You've missed your chance to correct your mistake. That means we have to correct you." He opened the box. Inside, something moved. Something alive. It looked like an insect, but wrong. It had too many legs, too many eyes, and its body pulsed like it was breathing. Danny's body went rigid. His mouth went dry. "This," the man continued, "it is a monitor. It will live inside you now, connecting to your nervous system. Whenever you watch a YouTube video and fail to show proper appreciation, it will remind you." The second man grabbed Danny, holding him in an iron grip. Danny struggled, kicked, screamed, but the taller man tilted the box, and the thing inside leapt. It scuttled into Danny's mouth, forcing its way down his throat. He gagged, choked, but it was too late. He felt it burrow, felt its legs scrape against the inside of his stomach. And then, silence. The two men stepped back, adjusted their robes. "We'll be watching, Danny." Then they turned and walked out into the night. The car started, headlights flaring, and in seconds they were gone. Danny collapsed to his knees, hands clutching his stomach. He felt something move inside him. Just a little shift, a twitch, and then stillness. The next day, he opened YouTube. He liked every video. He subscribed to every channel, and he always hit the notification bell.